Hey everybody, it's Andy and welcome to Beautiful and Interesting Chords, episode 10. Here we go. So make sure your guitar is tuned up in standard tuning. Just tuned to basic old E, A, D, G, B, E. And here we go. The chords we're going to learn about today are E minor and C, but we're going to really spice them up, okay? We're going to play a standard E minor and a standard C, plus some bonus notes that make it sound extra rich and extra cool. All right, here's your standard E minor. Everybody knows E minor. It's probably the first chord you ever learned. If you have some reverb and some delay and maybe some chorus, now would be a good time to use it. And then strike your strings one at a time. One of the first picking patterns I ever learned was 6, 5, 4, 3. It's just the strings in order. Okay, but then you skip and you jump over a string and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 5, 4, 3, jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 notes going down. And then 4 notes going up. Just like that. All right. Add in that E minor add 9. See how there's that extra note up on the 4th fret there? You can use your 3rd finger, you can use your pinky, whichever finger you want. Adds a lot of cool dissonance there, okay? So you get a note that's super dissonant. Sounds cool. Okay, now if you're real savvy, you can switch between E minor and the E minor add 9 and put them together, all right? Start with just basic E minor. Now throw on that E minor add 9. Go. It sounds super dark. Okay, keep going. The next one that we're going to do is a C add 9. It's kind of a C plus a bonus note. Okay, C add 9. This time I'm not playing string 6 at all because you can see on the chart there that it's X'd out. So we're not going to even touch string 6 during this chord. We're going to start with our pick on string 5. And so you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just the strings in order. No skipping, okay? Down, 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 up, up, up. Or you could go down, 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 up, 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 up. 4 notes going this way, and then 4 notes going this way. Okay, we got that chord ringing out. Okay, check out the next row. See how it says C add 9 sharp 4? You could lift up all your fingers and move them around, but I recommend that you just leave your fingers where they are and throw that pinky in there. That way you don't have to lift up all your fingers and put them in a new configuration, right? You wouldn't want to have to lift everything up and move it all to a new spot. That would stop all their ringing, and it sounds cool if you ring it out, right? So you don't want to have to lift everything up, give up the sound, and then find a new spot. That breaks the ringing sound, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to play the C add 9 and then just stick your pinky out and play that extra note. Cool. Okay, I'm going to chime in the chat real quick. Hello, everybody. Okay, you know, throw in a chat if you want to ask a question or something. But I'm just going to keep going. Okay, what's next? keep going. Okay, I'm going to go back to standard E minor. It's the very first chord on the top of this chart, okay? Basic E minor. Okay, and then look on the second row, that middle chord. It says E minor add 9, and it has a note over here, 2nd fret on the skinny string. Let's see how that one sounds. That's cool. A little bit of like a secret agent man going on there. Or that one song, you know, Whenever I'm Alone with You, has that kind of minor add 9 kind of sound. I Will Always Love You is the name of that song. Okay, so you might recognize that sound. It's kind of a dark minor sound. Okay, now let's switch back and forth between your standard E minor and then the E minor add 9. We'll get a cool little riff going. Okay, I'm going to show my fingers so you can really see, you know, with more of a close-up what I'm doing there. So here's my E minor. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this finger. Maybe this angle is even better. Okay, there's one more chord to go. Then we'll play it with our rhythm track. Let's play our standard C add 9. Okay, it's the last chord on the top row there. It just simply says C add 9. Okay, and then jump way down to the bottom row, last chord. It says C add 9 sharp 4. And there's a note way over here on fret 2, string 1. Okay, and it's a little bit of a funny hand configuration there, and you can even see there's an X there. Okay, and so I guess you could play open on the 4th string, but it's a little bit dissonant. Or you could just jump over the 4th string. See how it's X'd out? So I could just change my picking pattern to accommodate for the fact that there's one string I'm kind of missing there. Okay, Xerxes Strat says, for the E minor add 9, you can add the D note on the B string. Totally, let's do that. Great call, because, you know, you hear that in Wonderwall and Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here, and, you know, other songs like that, where you play your E minor, okay? You got your E minor going. And then you can play string number 2, fret number 3. Okay, that's a D. And once you hold that note, that sounds pretty cool too. Yeah, E minor 7. Ooh, what if I held the 2nd fret on string 1 and I held the 3rd fret on string 2? Ugh, the fingers don't really like that very much. It's sort of a hard chord, but sounds pretty cool. What about this chord? A0, D2, G4, B1, E3. Ooh, that's a cool chord. Thanks for showing us that. Don't know the name of it. Okay, well, let's figure it out. What's the bass note? You know, all chords are kind of named after what the bass note is. And so in the chord that you're showing in this example, the lowest sounding note, the bass note, is A. Therefore, this chord's going to be an A something. I don't know what, A something, but we're about to find out. But at least we know it's an A, because A is the root note. Okay, and then what do we got? That's the 5th. If this is an A chord, and we got A, that makes this the 5th. Okay, you can always include a fifth in almost every chord. What's next? That's the ninth. Okay, what do we got next? Ooh, that's the minor third. So we have A minor 9. And there's another note. That would be the 7th, the minor 7th. You could still call it A minor 9 because with an A minor 9, you have A minor and it includes the 7th and the 9, okay? When people say A minor 9, they mean play an A minor plus also add the 7 and the 9. If it says A minor add 9, that's different. Okay, that means you play A minor and you add the 9, but you don't play the 7th. I know, that's confusing, isn't it? So I'll say it one more time because I went kind of fast through that. If I say A minor 9, that means A minor plus 7 plus 9. A minor 9 is an A minor plus 7 plus 9. But however, if I say A minor add 9, that's different. That means play A minor and then add 9. No 7. This is A minor add 9. This is A minor 9. It's a little bit different, okay? Okay, but hey, that chord sounds a lot like the chord we just played because it's a minor 9. I had played E minor 9, and then you had suggested we do A minor 9. Oh, those go perfect together. E minor 9, A minor 9. Yikes, that's a hard chord with the fingers, though. It's going to be hard to get up there and kind of strum that chord. I don't know if these would be like chords you would strum, right? How does it sound if I try to strum it? If I'm going... Now I got to get this chord. Okay, these are more... I would view these chords as something that you might play like this. And the reason I'm kind of just pick, playing them one at a time is because I can strike the first note, then I can put my finger down and strike the next note. Then I can put my finger down, I can strike the next note. Then I can put my finger down, strike the next note. Then I can put my finger down, strike the next note. So you don't have to try to grip the whole chord all at one moment, because that's very difficult. And so if I just build, I can almost do it. So you can build it one at a time, see if you're picking rather than strumming. Okay, cool. All right. I have this one for you. A5, D7, G6, B0, ooh, E4. I'm out of fingers. Okay, well, I guess if I really seriously wanted to play it, I'd have to do this. That is D major 7. The first three notes make it a D major 7. Okay, and then when you have 0 on the open B, that's like a 6th or a 13th, okay? D major 6, I would call that. And then one more note, sharp 11. D major 6, sharp 11. How do you figure this stuff out? You start from the beginning and do the lowest note, right? You do the lowest sounding note. What's the lowest sounding note? D. Okay, well, it's a D something. Whatever this chord is, it starts with D. So first note, D. What's the next note? Oh, if this is a D chord, this note would be the 5th. Okay, what's the next note? That's a major 7th. Hey, you know, if you know scales, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you know, if you know your basic scales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, you can figure this out, right? What is that note? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's number 7. So if you learn your scales, then the numbers start to make sense, right? The numbers will make sense if you know how to play a scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, now you know if someone says add the 9th, hey, add the 11th. Now you know what that means. You play the scale and you figure out, oh, this is note 9, this is note 11. Okay, the chord that you asked about is D major 6, sharp 11. Okay, it's time to pull up my Logic Pro. Here we go. So I did my homework. I showed up prepared. All right, so this is our Logic Pro thing. And basically, I went ahead and programmed in all the chords so that we could jam. Here goes. E minor. C add 9. E minor. C add 9. E minor. Looped it. It just goes over and over and over and over, and that gives you a great thing to practice along with so you can work on it. Okay, and I'll put a link below so that you can download this and practice at home. Okay, and if you don't have Logic Pro, that's okay. I'll just make an MP3 of it and you can jam along, and then the chord chart will be below too. Okay, so let's start that track over and we'll play along. All right, and we're going to take it from the top. 3, 2, 1, smoke burn. Different sound. Next sound. Switch it up. Okay, wow, that's gonna be loud. Okay, here we go. Here's one with a lot of echo. Play a solo if you want. Okay, if you want to play a solo, what kind of scale do you play? The answer is you play C Lydian. Or it's also E Dorian, I think. No. E minor, isn't it? E minor. And when it gets to the C chord, you just keep playing E minor again, except start with C. And that's called a C Lydian. Okay, I hope you thought that this video was super helpful. And again, I'll just go ahead and put these guitar chord charts at the bottom. And hey, if you thought this video was helpful, drop a like and drop a subscribe, okay? And I do these videos on my members only portion of the YouTube channel, and so it's only $5, and there's about 35 videos like this where you can practice along and have practice tracks and stuff like that. So if you got $5 and you want to try 9 more of these, because hey, this is Beautiful and Interesting Chords episode 10, and so I have 9 other videos pretty much just like this. So check that out, and I try to do a video every day. I've been doing hashtag guitar tip of the day, and they're only 59 seconds, but hopefully you think that that was, you know, super useful. Hey, thanks Zeratas for subscribing. You might want to check out, you know, hashtag guitar tip of the day, because every day I try to go ahead and post a tip, and it's only 1 minute long. Guitar tip of the day. Hashtag guitar tip of the day is 59 seconds of guitar knowledge that you can practice. And so you could do one every day if you feel like it. All right, C sharp minor 9 with a sus is great too. Yeah, C sharp minor 9. Let's go back to the other sound though. Let's go back to this sound. Let's see, what would the sus be? You're right, C sharp minor 9, then throw the sus in there. What is a sus? It's note 4. We don't say C sharp 4. Everyone says C sharp sus. Sus means note 4. Let's see, what would that be in the world of Guitar Tab? Let's throw it in the chat real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. All right, this is what I think it is. The low E string is X'd out. I'm not playing it. Okay, so then you got 4, 6, 8, 7, 0. Bam. Let the B and E strings ring out. Okay, totally. Ooh, I love the sound of when, you know, those open strings go. So if you can move it around and the B and E strings still keep ringing, that's a cool sound. So just let the B and the E string make music the whole time while you're doing all these other chords. Good idea. Those are also beautiful and interesting chords. All right, that's kind of my thing. I like chords. I like to have interesting chords, not just E minor, C chord. Okay, you got to start somewhere, and that's a great place to start. But it gets kind of, you know, repetitive if you know a whole bunch of songs with just E minor and C. So once you start to add these extra notes in, it kind of comes to life and adds more flavor, so it's not so dry, okay? So the next time you're playing a song that has E minor and then C, consider spicing it up. Throw in that E minor 9. Throw in that C sharp 11. You know, get those extra notes going. And a little bit of dissonance makes the music more beautiful. What's music with no dissonance? Children's music, like Twinkle Little Star, Mary Had a Little Lamb. It doesn't have dissonance, right? Like it doesn't have, there's no clashing notes in that music. So when we hear it, we go, oh, that's simple. So the more dissonance you have, the more beauty you could have. Okay, and I thought of about a chord progression C sharp minor 9 with a sus, and then C major 7, and then E major 7. Okay, all right. C sharp minor 9. Then C major 7. Cool. E major 7. I do like that. And you know what? I think you need one more chord. Because a lot of songs, especially in the world of jazz, are 4-measure phrases, right? 99.9% of rock songs, Beatles songs, metal songs, bluegrass songs, country songs, even classical music, is based on 4-measure phrases. All right, so right there you've got 3 great chords. If it's a 4-measure phrase, what does that mean? Well, then you'd have to play one of those chords twice. Or your other choice is think of one more chord. So you have 4 chords. All right, no one does a loop of 3 measures. That's kind of odd. Like, I don't know, maybe you hear it in a Rush song or some progressive rock. But it's kind of uncommon to loop 3 measures. So you need 4 measures. And so if you only have 3 chords, you might go, I'll play C sharp minor for 2 measures. Then I'll play C major 7 for 1 measure and E major 7 for 1 measure. There, now it's 4 measures. So when you write, make sure you think of phrases, like the phrasing. When you sing a verse of a song, you're going to sing 4 lines. How many measures is each line? You guessed it, 4. That's what I call a square song, okay? All right, well, we're going to wrap things up. So thanks, everybody, for checking out Beyond Guitar, and I'll see you in the next video.